JT Smith here at Bearcat Insider. The Bearcats go to Orlando, Florida and face the UCF Knights and lose 53-49 in a heartbreaker. The last minute was rough for the Bearcats as they actually had a chance to tie it up as Troy Copain drove to the basket going left and threw a perfect alley-oop to Trey Scott, and he actually missed it. The Bearcats fouled Taco Fall, who's a 47% foul shooter, and he made both of them, and that was all she wrote. The final minute was interesting. Gary Clark faced up Taco Fall, head faked him, then missed the layup. It's just the Taco Fall effect, and then down 5, Jacob Evans made a big 3 to get it down 2, and then the following sequence that I explained earlier happened. It was just rough. Taco Fall only had 7 points and 8 rebounds, but he affected a lot of shots. Bearcats only had 2 people in double digits, and that was Jacob Evans with 17 and Jaron Cumberland with 11 points, and he had 10 of those in the first half. It was just a rough game. Kyle Washington only had 7 points. Gary Clark only had 3, as did Troy Copain. Justin Jennifer played a little bit in the first half, and he didn't play in the second half. I think at times he might have been able to help. That far guard lineup was working. Even in the second half, it didn't have as much effect early on, just because the Fall was on the floor a lot. I believe he had 2 fouls in the first half, so it allowed the Bearcats to be more assertive. But man, BJ Taylor had a heck of a game. He had 27 points and made a big step back 3 to put USF up 5, and that's when Jacob Evans matched him. The Bearcats had 12 turnovers. He also had, it was a big turnover by Gary Clark when the Bearcats were only down 2, and might have been down 5 possibly. No, they were actually down 5, and he threw it out of bounds. So I'm looking for Jacob Evans. Now the thing about it, the turnarounds, they play on Thursday for senior night, but now they are on the back seat. They're not in the driver's seat anymore. USF has a real, SMU has a real big opportunity to win the conference, as the Bearcats are a full game behind them. As now they're 14-2 in conference, and SMU is now 15-1. They have 2 home games. So I mean, just by watching SMU, it looks like they're going to win the conference. As a Bearcat cover, as a person that takes a liking and honestly is a fan of this team, we hope that SMU can lose. But just being realistic, watching how they've been playing, and both of their games are at home, I don't really see them losing. So as great as this season has been, the Bearcats possibly won't even have American Athletic Conference title to show for it, but maybe this will give more motivation to do real well in the conference tournament that will be coming up soon. But it's a big disappointment for the Bearcats to lose this game, and just how they lost. They were down 11 points with about 5 minutes left. Not looking at my phone or anything, and they came back and made a run and got it down where they could have tied it up with less than 3 seconds left, and it just wasn't meant to happen, man. I mean, perfect play. Troy did a nice job driving. I mean, he didn't have a good game, but I mean, at the end, he had his composure, threw a perfect pass to Trey Scott, and he just missed it, went and out. I mean, out of all the people on the team, Trey Scott, let's see, Jacob Evans, and Kyle Washington on the alley-oop, those would be the guys, and throwing Gary Clark, those would be the guys I would count on making it. So it just was a fluke play, man, and Taco Fall makes both free throws to ice the game. That's crazy in itself too. So this wasn't meant to be for the Bearcats. Against a team like UCF, you have to drive the ball and make Fall commit and be able to make the nice pass to the slasher. And the Bearcats didn't do that enough today. They only scored 49 points. It's hard to beat anybody scoring 49 points. So for them to even have a chance, you got to credit their defense. But 49 points isn't going to get it done. And just hopefully they can get back on a winning track against Houston on Thursday. So make sure you guys check out Bearcat Insider. I'm JT Smith, and I'm signing out.